So we're, I think, in a good spot right here. We have an agreement between Canada and the US. So everything's set up for a very big bull market in these materials.
Hi, Paul. How are you doing today?
Hi, Gilbert. Really good. Thanks.
Thanks. Thank you for coming back for an update. So, for some of the new audience here, maybe you can just recap and tell us a bit about your company background overall.
Well, Lumiko has always been focused on building, materials for a new green economy. And those materials are going to be used in electric vehicles and charging stations and a number of other new developments that are going on. And also, traditional uses. Graphite, for instance, is used in steel making. Lithium is used in many other types of industries. So those are the materials we think are going to be in big demand for the next 10 or 20 years. So that's what we're focused on.
Great. You've always been vocal on the different media platforms about the evolution of the EVs. How is the new U.S. President Joe Biden's impact on the whole industry? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think we're getting back on track in converting combustion engines to EVs. I think that's what originally was the plan. China is already far ahead in that regard, and they have many policies in place. Now, Mr. Biden just recently announced that he will have all of the cars that are federally owned turned into EVs. That's a very good sign. Also, we've had presentations with the different departments of the U.S. government, the Department of Energy, and also the military that are looking for electric vehicle battery materials, graphite, lithium, etc. And they need that supply to be internal to North America. So we're, I think, in a good spot right here. We have an agreement between Canada and the US. So everything's set up for a very big bull market in these materials.
Great to hear. So let's talk about your project here, the Loutre, and some of the audience always asking us, so how far are you away from the production? So what are the various steps that you need to take towards that stage?
Yeah, at this present time, we've completed all of the drilling we need to do to define the deposit at this stage. We're now developing a preliminary economic assessment, which will give us some numbers on what the valuation of the project is. That allows us to then open up and get an offtake agreement or other types of agreements in place. We've been engaging with government in Quebec. We've been engaging with financiers, and we think this is going to be a successful project. We're just taking it the right steps. So what we've done is assign someone in the laboratory to do graphite purity and the flake size. Then that will be rolled into this report, which also features a new resource estimate. It'll have environmental studies. It'll have social impact and economic impact studies. I think this is the kind of document that will make the company a big, player in the graphite field.
Good to hear. So you recently engaged from New York in raising capital there. So how's the progress there? I think I heard from the news it's about $40 million. So how's the progress so far?
Yeah, the Kenmar Group is we've signed an MOU to do a large raise. When we need that money, we'll be able to engage them and complete that raise. What we're looking at presently right now is completing the PEA. Once the PEA is in place, we'll need funds to develop the project to a higher level. So that's when we will engage that group, and also we'll be able to apply for participation by the Quebec government as well. So those two things will happen after we have a confirmed PEA. So it's a very important document, and that's what we're focused on now. We just recently raised up to 2 million, 2.5 million in order to complete that PEA and also buy 100% of our property. So we have some really good development going forward that we can report as 100% owned. So that's a very, very good position to be in.
So let's talk about some of your peers. There's not a lot of graphite players out there or in Canada. So there's a few. How do you compare yourself in other players like Nouveau or Mason or Northern Graphite, those companies?
Yeah, those are very interesting companies. What's really, really important right now is Nouveau Monde has received a approval for mine development and to start building a mine. That's very good news for us. We are the second deposit that's the closest to them. Also, the only other mine that's actually in production is the Imerys carbon and graphite mine. So that one is owned by a conglomerate group of industrial minerals development, and it's a multi-billion-dollar company. But Nouveau Monde has just started out, and they haven't got any production or any revenue yet. But they're still trading at $2.50. Now we look at other companies like Mason, they're at 70 cents. Northern Graphite's at 50, 60. Graphite One is trading, which is located in Alaska, is $2. But of the area that we're in, we're really one of the best bargains out there for people. And we do have, we're on the road to development, and we do have a project. I think we're in a good spot, and investors will be pretty happy with the results in the next few years.
Mm, Great to look forward to. So, if the audience have been following your company's stock performances had a really major run in the last month or so. So, what are the contributing factors to that run? Do you know?
Well, yeah. Well, certainly the permitting of Nouveau Monde was expected during this time and did happen. Usually, when you get into construction of mines, there's not a lot of news that comes out. So a lot of the people who were speculative players wanted to look at other potential opportunities, and we're right there on their doorstep, pretty much in Quebec. We're very close to the Port of Montreal. We have some of the same infrastructure advantages that Nouveau Monde has. We are a little bit earlier stage, and we're a lot smaller market caps. They're almost $600 million or more, or probably close to a billion now, actually. And we're at only about 22 million right now. So we've got a lot of growth ahead of us, and that's what investors want to see. They want to see the potential for exponential growth alongside of the exponential growth for the electric vehicle battery materials industry. And we're going to see demand for graphite and lithium go up and up and up. The World Bank has predicted we need 500% more lithium in the next 2 decades, 5x of the amount that's produced now. That's an amazing amount. And we want to be one of those suppliers in North America.
Sure. So, given the fact that there is a good positive run of Lomiko already, if the audience is new to your company, what would you say to them? Are they too late in the game, or what kind of catalysts are they looking for here in 2021 for the company?
Yeah, we've barely put out any material news. I think this is just what's happened is people finally discovered us and realized that we were in Quebec. We have a graphite property. We're very close to where Nouveau Monde is and Imerys is. They've just discovered us. They never knew we existed before. We're on the map now. And then the next step beyond that is the development that we're going through. We haven't even really announced any valuation change at this point in time. That big news is yet to come. We have to announce metallurgy. We have other items that are yet to be announced as well. We're still early stages, but we're at the right stage for people to be interested in us. And I hope people take a chance to take a look at what we have and get involved.
Great. Thank you, Paul, today for sharing your latest update with us here today. And thank you for joining us for this special PDAC special coverage series.
Thanks very much. Take care.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.